I'm coming in hot. Coming in hot. Shoot that. Coming in hot. Shoot that.
The first myth that I want to address is the myth that training combat sports, whether it's boxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, MMA, that alone is going to make you more violent outside of the gym. And that is simply not the case. When you train in a good quality environment under a good coach, you are going to learn discipline, self-discipline, and self-control. You are also going to learn respect, not only for yourself, but for your training partners. All right? You need good training partners in order to grow and become successful in whatever you do. Whatever discipline, boxing, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, MMA, whether it's for self-defense, fitness, competition, whatever it is, you need good training partners. So you can't just go off and start ripping into your training partners. You have to have respect for them, yourself, because you're not a heavy bag for anybody else, as well as your coaches. So simply by training in combat sports, you are not going to become more violent. It's quite the contrary. You are going to become more aware of what this type of activity can do to another person. Most people are looking to develop a level of self-defense or self-preservation in that environment. It's basically confidence. They need confidence that they can handle themselves in whatever situation they find. People aren't looking to become violent. People aren't looking just to dominate somebody else. Most people, when you start off, you're looking to develop confidence, all right? You see these young kids who come into a gym. They might be a teenager dealing with some trouble in school or in their neighborhood. They're not looking just to go out and kick somebody. Confidence. They need confidence that they can handle themselves in whatever situation they find. People aren't looking to become violent. People aren't looking just to dominate somebody else. Most people, when you start off, you're looking to develop confidence, all right? You see these young kids who come into a gym. They might be a teenager dealing with some trouble in school or in their neighborhood. They're not looking just to go out and kick somebody's ass. They want to develop a level of confidence because maybe they got bullied. Maybe they're having some difficulty at school. They're finding themselves in fights, or they see it and they're asking, man, what if that happens to me? Or what do I need to do to be able to defend myself? They're not looking to become violent. They're not going to turn around and become the bully. What you normally see, and what I see with my guys in the gym, is people in those situations who are looking to develop confidence, they become very relaxed. They become more confident in their everyday life because if something does happen to them, they know they have the skills and the fundamental tools to be able to defend themselves. And if we take it a step even farther, they don't have to prove themselves. That's important. They don't have to prove themselves to these other people in their neighborhood, at their school. They don't have to prove how tough they are. They already know because they're in the gym. They're in the gym. They're training, they're sparring, they're working with their team, and they know themselves inside. They know what they're capable of. Because one of the things that you find with people who are getting into fights at school or in the street is a lot of it is they're talking trash and they feel like they got punked or they're being put down. Somebody's trying to make a fool of them. So they need to defend their ego. And that's why they get into fights. When you have a level of self-confidence and self-control, you know that you're not weak. You know that people aren't going to just roll over you because you're in the gym, you're training. So you can brush off the words from these individuals who are trying to talk trash or goad you into a fight, all right? That's probably the biggest thing that I've recognized with my own students in the gym is I have a large teen boxing class from 12 to 18 years old, and all these kids who are in here have a level of confidence. They carry themselves differently. They train every day. They're on the mat. They're training, drilling, sparring. They have confidence. When they walk out into a group, you see them walk differently. You see them carry themselves differently. And they know Fighting on the street is just silly. It's stupid. And I don't have to prove myself to anybody. In fact, if somebody thinks they're tough, send them to the gym. Let them come and train with us. All right? That's the best way you can do it, because most people won't do it. Most people are afraid to step into a gym and actually put themselves to the test. But when you're training under a good coach in a good environment, you're going to develop that confidence, and it's going to make you more calm in your everyday life because you have that level of discipline, self-control. You have respect for yourself and others, and you understand the things that you're learning can really do damage to somebody. And if I'm going to do that, I can take it to the competitive environment. If not, I'll keep it in the gym, and I'll just become a champion in my everyday life. Because that's, at the end of the day, that's what it is. At the end of the day, you're taking these tools that you learn in the gym, your skills, and you want to be able to translate those into your everyday life. I want to translate those. How does learning to box make me a better father, make me a better son, make me a better student, make me a better member of the community? That level of discipline, that level of self-respect, all right? That level of respect for others. How do I take that into my environment and my community and better others around me? Because that is the true measure of a champion. And that's what we build here at K2 Gym, K2 Boxing and Jiu-Jitsu.